friends, welcome back to Cardz TV. This is Mary, and welcome to Wayne's Wednesday Mystery Card Challenge. My husband Wayne takes my 2 books of sketches. There are 67. He picks one, and then he goes through some of the papers in my stash, and these are the ones he didn't pick. He picks 3 papers, and he puts the sketch and the 3 papers in this envelope. I have not seen these. I'm going to open it with all of you, and then I have to make a card with the sketch and the 3 papers that are in this envelope. Now, I can bring in some cardstock, some embellishments, some focal points, but I have to use the 3 papers and the sketch. So I'm going to move all this out of the way, and we're going to see what's in this envelope. Now, Wayne's been trying really hard to stump me. Last week, he told me what he put in the envelope was going to make me cry. He, of course, was joking. And I didn't cry because he picked 3 great papers, and I loved the sketch he picked. This week, he's telling me that the papers are all horrible and none of them are going to work. So, let's see if he's joking again. Are you ready? Let's see what's in here. Okay, here's our first paper. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. Let's see if there's anything on the other side. I like that too. I always like polka dots. And this looks like not flowers, just some kind of little, it's not a cross exactly, not quite a flower, but it's cute. I like it. I like both sides. Okay, Wayne, that's a good one right there. Let's look at paper number 2. Oh, now see, I can work with that. Either one works really well. I love the colors in this. Let's look at the other side. That's a good one too. So far, this is looking good. He was teasing me again. Okay, here comes paper number 3. Oh, I love this. So pretty. Let's look at this side. Oh, I like it too. Well, he teased me again. He got me worried. And look at these beautiful papers. They're all really, really nice. And I know I can work with this. Now, let's check out the sketch. This is what's going to make it easy or hard. Oh, this is a hard one. This is sketch number 21. I do like this one, but I don't know if it's going to work with these papers. This is what's going to make this tough. Yep, it's going to make it tough. I should have known he wasn't going to go easy on me. Just because the papers work doesn't mean the sketch does. All right, guys, I got my work cut out for me. I'm going to go look at my cardstock and see what I can use to bring these papers together and figure out what I am going to use for my focal point. Yeah, this is going to be tough. He wasn't joking. He meant it. All right, guys. When I get this figured out, I'll be back and we'll see what we can come up with. I may be gone for a while. Wait for me. I'm back. It did take me a while, but I think I figured it out. This is what we have left. And what I want to do for the bonus card, because I do like both sides of all the papers, I want to try to take the back side and make a bonus card out of these. There's not much left of this one. Just a little bit. But I want to give it a shot and see if I can do it. These little pieces, I don't think I'm going to be able to use them. but I do want to see what I can do with these on a bonus card. So we'll put these aside for right now, and I'll tell you what we're going to do for our first card. Now, you know I love this die, so I had to use it. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I cut this out of some craft colored cardstock. I can't ever remember what you call this. I want to call it khaki. It's craft. I used some craft paper to cut this out. This is going on my white card base. I thought that worked really well with these papers. So we'll get that put down. Like I said, this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So that meant instead of using the 4 by 5 1/4 that's on the sketch for the flowered paper, I cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5 because it just fits better on that scalloped rectangle. I think that's really, really pretty. And then for the border, I used that piece of orange, and it's got a little bit of a print in there. It's very pretty. It's 1 inch by 4 on the sketch, but because this is 3 3/4, it's 1 inch by 3 3/4. So that's going to go down right there, just like that. I'm going to grab my glue and get all this adhered to my card base. Isn't that pretty together? I love that. You did a good job on the papers, Wayne. The sketch, whew, made it a little difficult. But I think we're going to be able to do it. I really like all this together. That's so, so pretty. Now we come over to our sketch, and we've got this long rectangle, which is 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. Let's see, that's this one. And to back it, I cut another piece of the craft, and it is 1 3/8 by 3 7/8. So we'll get that adhered together. And then this one is 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. And the backing for that is 1 3/8 by 3 5/8. So we'll go ahead and get this adhered together. And this is going to go right here on the front, just like that. Okay, let's get this one on. I think that's just about right there. Whoops. I keep doing that, don't I? Now it looks a little bit different than the sketch because I did cut this down. Let's see, that needs to go down a little bit more. I'll get it right here in a minute, y'all. There we go. Now this is going to be a birthday card. So I grabbed a very old punch. I think this is a Fiskars punch. And I punched out several little white scallop circles because I still don't have any more foam tape. Let's see what size this is. I think it's like 1 1/4. No, it's actually 1 1/2. Now on the sketch, I've got 1 inch. But I didn't have a happy birthday in the right size to go on 1 inch. So I've put this on that 1 1/2 scallop circle. And I've got 5 of them put together. Can you see that? since I don't have any foam tape. And it's just like chipboard. And that's going to go right there. I love this card. It turned out so cute. I've got so many layers. I've got to make sure I stick it down really well. And there we go, guys. There is our mystery card challenge card for today. And we've got enough papers left to do a bonus card. But I think this turned out really, really cute. Great paper choices, Wayne. And this sketch made it a little tough. But I think it turned out really great. I love that. Now let me show you again what we've got left. I have another sketch in mind for what I want to do with these. See, this is the side we used on the first card. But I want to use the back side as well. So I'm going to see what I can come up with. Now these little pieces, this one I think I can use. But these little pieces, I don't even think I'm going to put them in my scrap bowl. They're just too small. And here's the back side of that pretty flowered paper. And the back of the polka dots. I want to use that. And I really like this. I think that's so pretty and so interesting. And look at all the colors. And after I got to looking at it, I realized that is a flower. Here are the leaves. And it's got one facing this way, and then the next one faces down. But I think that's going to make a very pretty card. So we're going to take these papers, this side of them, and see what I can do with that. So I'm going to grab a card base and go through my sketches and see what I can come up with. And when we come back, we're going to make a bonus card out of the papers we had left. For our bonus card, we're going to use Cardz TV Sketch number 48. You can find all the sketches over at my blog, cardztv.blogspot.com. They're all free to download, guys, and there are 67 right now. Now, if we look at the sketch, we see we have a card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's white. Then we're supposed to have a mat that's 4 by 5 1/4, but once again, I wanted to use this scalloped rectangle, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I needed another mat to put my squares on. So I used this, I think this is a Tim Holtz Sizzix die, and it's got 2 lines of stitching around it. If y'all are interested in this one, I got this set from Amazon, but it's been quite a while ago. The number is 661199, B as in boy. Nope, I told you wrong. 661189, B as in boy. And I think this was a Tim Holtz set that Sizzix put out. But I love it for doing quilt cards. And as you can see, this is going to look like a quilt card. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. So I use this beautiful green. Well, it's a teal, actually. A teal green instead of a teal blue. It's kind of a cross between green and blue, actually. But I thought it went really well with that paper. This one. And let me show you what we've got left after I punched out my squares. We've got this piece, this piece. I wasn't able to use these 2 little strips, which was the back of the flowered paper. And after I cut out my squares, this is what I have left. So I think I'm going to use this to make some more quilt cards. It's so pretty. But I'm going to get this adhered down to my card. And then this one is also going to go down. But first, I'm going to take all these quilt blocks I cut out with my 1-inch square punch. Not put them on the green, put them on the white, Mary. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to slow down. I'm so excited about this card. So I'm going to take all these 1-inch squares and put them on this 3 3/4 inch mat. And I think that is so pretty. And I want to make sure I get this paper lined up so all those little dots are going in the right direction. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to grab my glue, get this put down, and then get my little squares put on this mat. And then I'll take this and put it on this teal blue-green. I think this card is going to be gorgeous. Okay, we've got all our squares on here. I think that is going to be so, so pretty. I really like this paper on here. Now, to go right here, I've cut a square out of some more of this teal, and it's 2 1/4 inches. It's going to go right there. And then we're going to put a smaller block on here. I cut some more of the 1-inch squares. And I'm going to get them lined up on here. Get it attached to my card. But before I do get it attached to my card, I'm going to run this whole thing through a Cuttlebug embossing folder called Baby's Breath. So I'm going to go ahead and get this glued down, get this attached to this white mat, and then we're going to come back and emboss this or quilt it, or it's going to look like it was quilted. I think this is going to be so pretty. Let's go ahead and get these on. This is going to make a little 4-patch. Okay, here's my little mat, all ready to go through the embossing folder. If you don't have this particular one, use whatever embossing folder you have. And if you don't have a way to emboss, don't worry about it. It's still going to be beautiful. Okay, let's get it in the machine and get this quilted. Okay, let's see what we've got. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, it is. Look at that, y'all. I know you can see that. That is gorgeous. Here's the back. Look at the beautiful front panel. Okay, let's get this on our card. Okay, we're going to get this on our card front. Wayne's just been picking the best papers. I don't know how he does it. I think I need him to pick the papers for all my cards. And I'll pick the sketches. Okay, let's get that lined up straight. That looks good. Oh my goodness, I love that. That is so, so gorgeous. Now, when you do yours, guys, make sure when you do the little 4-patch that you have it lined up just the way it's supposed to be. Don't, like, put this one over here, because then you'll have two together. Now, this is going to be another birthday card. So, I took that same Fiskars Scalloped circle and stamped Happy Birthday. And I've got this on several thicknesses because I don't have any more foam tape. And we're going to put this right in the center of our little 4-patch. Right there. Oh my goodness, I love this card. And here is our bonus card for today. I don't know. I love both of these cards. Let me show you now once again what we have left. Just some tiny little pieces. And you know, I'm going to have to make some more of these. So I've got enough left to cut out some more squares of both of them. I hope. I may not have enough of this one. I can only get 4 more squares out of there. Well, I'll be using this for sure. I love that paper. We didn't get to use the back side of the flowers, but this is 3/4 of an inch, I think. So I'll use it for some squares on a 3/4 of an inch. And then this one, I can use it somewhere for a border. So that's what we've got left. I love this card so much. Okay, y'all, here is the card we made today for Wayne's Wednesday Mystery Card Challenge. I love this. I love all the colors and the patterns together. And I really do like this sketch. It's very versatile. When I first made this sketch, I was doing it for a Get Well card. And I used my Cricut and cut out 2 Band-Aids. And that's what I had over here, was the 2 Band-Aids. And then on my little circle, I put Get Well or Uh-oh or something like that. And I've used it a couple of times since then. But I'm really beginning to like this sketch a lot. Now here is our bonus card. And this is the back side of these papers. And for that, I use sketch number 48. So I am very happy with how these cards turned out. I hope y'all have enjoyed this, and you can see what you can do with a sketch and just a little bit of paper. Doesn't take much to make something beautiful. Thank you all so very much for coming by today. I hope you've enjoyed this challenge. I had a really fun time making these cards, and I hope y'all had fun watching me put them together. Remember, guys, I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you again soon with another card. And that will be this coming Saturday. So I'll see you back here on Saturday. Bye now.